what would you say to someone who says, well, we can go back to the old covenant law and we can look for principles and say, you know, God was not foolish in granting us these, um, or Israel, these laws. There's wisdom there. There's things that we can draw from uh, for governance. What's your
Ah,
response to that?
okay, okay. So now we're having a discussion about general equity.
Yeah, general
Uh,
equity.
okay, the idea, and this is what theonomists, do. They say the Mosaic law is brought over into the new covenant era, but then they qualify, well, but only in the sense of general equity, meaning we look at an old covenant law. Okay, example, do not muzzle an ox while he is, treading out the grain. Don't muzzle him. Paul takes that in Corinthians, saying that we need to pay, if you live by the gospel, if your life is preaching the gospel, you should be paid. You should be supported.
Hmm.
Okay, and he quotes, don't muzzle an ox while he's treading out the grain. So our Theonomist brothers would say, he's just identifying general equity. My answer is no, he's not,
Mm.
because in the context in Leviticus about don't muzzle the ox, it meant don't muzzle the ox. That's all
That's
it
right.
meant. That's all
Yeah,
it meant.
right.
Now, Paul is now referencing that, saying, okay, that, I'm using that to illustrate a new covenant era law, a law of Christ law. That, if your ministry is by the gospel, that's how you do it. You should be supported.
Mm.
Okay. So because the problem in general equity is that, let's say, Joel, you and we're looking at a Mosaic law and we're trying to determine its essential meaning, which is what general equity is.
Right.
So you look at it and say, well, Jeff, I think it says this. I go, oh, no, 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 Joel.